Hello, Talisman the Magical Quest game fans. Welcome to another episode of Talisman 5th Edition Solo. Today we got the Wizard versus the Ghoul. I'm not going to over-explain or really explain at all what these guys do. They're both kind of evil spellcaster psychic types, psychic combat types. But today we're going to keep it simple, just get on going. The ending we're going to go for is the standard 5th Edition ending where we're getting to the Crown of Command, trying to defeat the Elder Dragon that has a Strength 10 and a Craft 10. The Wizard has Mesmerism and Alchemy as his two beginning spells, and they both start at the graveyard over here, at the bottom of your screen. So, here we go. Let's see who goes first. This will be the Wizard's roll, a 1, and this will be the Ghoul's roll, a 3. So it looks like the Ghoul's going to go first today. Alright, Ghoul rolls a 2, so he can go to the village or the sentinel. I guess he's just going to go draw one at the sentinel and see what happens. Draws a wraith of craft 5, so has to fight that wraith now, and his craft is 4 to 5, so let's see what happens here. This will be the Ghoul's roll. Ghoul rolls a 4, so it has 8. And the Wraith has 7 overall, so that's a victory for the Ghoul, who's going to turn in that Wraith trophy. Oh, actually, wait. When you kill an enemy in battle. Okay, so that doesn't count for Psychic, only for battle. Right. Okay, well anyway, yeah, he's going to turn that in for a bonus craft. And now his craft's at 5. Alright. And on to the Wizard. Here we go. A 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ruins. Let's go to the ruins and draw 2 cards. See what he gets. Hermit, Stranger, and Devil Event. So, if you are evil, gain 1 life. Other things happen if you're something else, but he is evil, so he's going to gain life. The Wizard does. So now he has 5. And the Hermit is a Stranger. Roll to see where he ends up. He'll give a talisman to the first person who gets there. Plane of Peril. Alright, you get there, you get a talisman. Nice. Alright, and now back to the Ghoul. Rolls a 1. Let's just send him to the woods and draw 1. Ooh, Orb of Knowledge, a very good card to have. Once per turn, whenever you draw adventure cards, you may discard 1 drawn card of your choice that you do not wish to encounter and draw a new card to replace it. Ooh, that's lovely for the Ghoul. Alright then, now back to the Wizard. Rolls a 3. He could go to the plains or the fields. Let's go to the plains. Draw 1. Sorcerer has set up shop here for the rest of the game. Sells 1 random spell per visit to any character that encounters this card, so long as the craft allows. Each spell costs 1 gold. Alright, that's a nice spell shop there. And so, he's not going to buy a spell because he doesn't have enough craft to have 3 spells yet. So, back to the Ghoul, who rolls a 4. Fields or fields. Go to these fields. Stay generally close to the graveyard. Holy Lance. No evil character may possess the Holy Lance, but it would add 1 to your strength during battle against non-dragons or 3 to your strength during battle against dragons. It's a nice object, but neither character is going to benefit from it at this point. And since the Ghoul now has the Orb of Knowledge, let's go ahead and discard that and get another card. Market Day. Every character gets to buy something if they want or can. So I think what we're going to do for the Ghoul, you can take a look at Market Day. There's a little menu of items that you can buy. Let's go with a sword for the Ghoul. He spends a gold and picks up a sword from the purchase deck. And there's a sword that adds 1 to his strength in battle. And then the wizard, does he want to buy anything? I think he also wants to buy a sword. Why not? Yeah, let's do that for him. He's a little weak in strength. He's only got 2 strength, so a sword would do well for him at this point, or anytime really. Okay, and now we are back to, after this goes away, back to the wizard. Alright, he rolls a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 fields, or plains. Let's go to the fields and draw one. Raiders attacks you and steals all your gold. They stash it at the oasis. Yada 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 event, but it doesn't affect him really because he has no gold, just spent that gold, so that was a good move. And now back to the ghoul. Rolls a 2, could go to the plains or the fields. Let's go here, stay close to the graveyard. Draw 1. It's a witch. Stranger. Roll 1 die, see what happens. 6. Replenish fate up to your starting fate value. Ah, he's already full. So, back to the wizard. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 plains or sorcerer. Let's go to plains. Draw 1. Ogre, strength 5. Uh-oh, that's not so good for him. The wizard. But, okay, we gotta fight. That's the rules. So, strength 2 to strength 5. Here's the wizard. He's only got 5 total, and the ogre's got 9. That's a definite loss of life there. Oh, I forgot about the sword, though. That's 3 plus 3 is 6, and 6 to 9 still loses. Should he use a fate? Nah, probably not. Okay, that ogre will be hanging out here, and wizard loses that extra life that he had previously gotten. Okay. And back to the ghoul. Also, just a quick note, if you would, please be sure to like this video, share it, comment if you have anything interesting. Quick side note, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel, and I do appreciate it. Trying to bring you more and more Talisman content as time goes by. Alright, and then, again, I'm rolling for the ghoul. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields. Let's go over to these fields. Draw 1. Holy symbol, magic object. If you are evil, you do not lose a life in the chapel. Good, you don't lose one in the graveyard. You may automatically destroy any enemy spirit without resorting to psychic combat. Spirits destroyed in this manner can be collected as trophies. That's pretty nice. You couldn't really do that in the 4th edition with this object. But yeah, so it looks like the ghoul's picking up some pretty sweet objects. Okay, now back to the wizard. 6, 4, 5, 6 plains. Woods. Okay, let's go to the woods over here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and draw 1. Okay, Lemure craft 1. That should be an easy win because our craft, the wizard's craft, is 5. Anyway, we'll just do the roll. 5 plus 1 is 6. 1 plus 4 is 5. So yeah, the Lemure is defeated, and we'll take that as a trophy for the wizard. Just set it over there. Alright, and back to the ghoul. Rolls a 1. Definitely, well, he could go to the chapel and do nothing since he has the holy symbol, but he'll go to the crags and risk it for the biscuit. See what happens here. And a 4 is nothing happens. Safe. Alright. In that case, back to the wizard. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, he could go to the crags and try to take down the ghoul, which he could do just straight up battle, and he'd have a slight advantage, or psychic combat, it'd be an even fight. So I think he's gonna go with, yeah, he's gonna go attack the ghoul. The wizard will. And it's gonna be 3 to 2, and if the wizard wins, he really wants to take the Orb of Knowledge, of course. Alright, here we go, battle it out. Wizard. rolls a 3. Ghoul rolls in defense a 1. Oh my. Alright, so the wizard now has a strength of 6, or attack score of 6, to the ghoul's 3. Anyone gonna choose to do a fate? I think the ghoul is kind of desperate to hold on to that orb, so he's gonna spend a fate. And the wizard, I think, you know what? It's just gonna be a plain old, both of them are gonna try again. So here's the wizard. Again, he rolls a 3, and the ghoul rolls a 2. It's still not good enough to defeat the wizard. And so, wizard is successful and scoops up the orb of knowledge. Boom. And the ghoul shrieks, "No!" Alright. Okay, now back to the ghoul, who is a little miffed now after that encounter. Fields or hills? Let's go to the fields over here and draw one. It is a raft. He can only have it for one turn, then he's got to discard it or use it. He'll just hold it for now. Okay, back to the wizard. Rolls a 3. He could go try to beat up the ghoul again, or go to the hills. Does he want to risk it for the biscuit again against the ghoul and try to take the holy symbol? Nah, he's gonna go over here to the hills, draw one. Siren. Each character in this region rolls 1 die. If your roll is greater than your craft, skip your next turn, then discard this card. He's just gonna get rid of that with the Orb of Knowledge. Get another one. 2 bags of gold. Much better for him. Discard that. Get 2 bags of gold. Okay. Alright, and now we are back to the ghoul. Rolls a 3. Yeah, and he's not going to use the raft, I guess. He'll just discard it. And, well, actually, no, you know what? We're going to back it up a little bit. Never mind the roll. I had forgotten about the raft. He is going to use the raft. He's going to go to the Warlock's Cave and try to get a quest for a talisman. He rolls a 6, which is usually an easier quest. Discard 2 gold. Okay, once he gets 2 gold, he has to immediately discard it, and then he's teleported back to the Warlock's Cave and receives a talisman, which he will need in order to get from the Valley of Fire to the Crown of Command. Okay. Well, back to the wizard. Rolls a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go over here. Draw one. Book of Spells. Ooh, you can draw your full capacity of spells according to your craft. Ooh, he's already got his max spells. So he's going to throw that back with the Orb of Knowledge. You get another one. Another 2 bags of gold. Who shuffled this deck? Oh yeah, it was me. Hehe. Okay. More gold for the wizard. Alright. And then we're going to go over to the ghoul. Alright, desert or runes. He'll go to the runes. Anything he fights there adds 2 to its attack score. Why did I roll? Didn't need to. I need to draw one. Oh, well, he's got a talisman, so he can just kind of forget about that quest he was thinking about. He's got the talisman now. That quest he was assigned, not necessary anymore. Okay, so a 5 for the wizard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tavern or sentinel? Let's go sentinel. Draw one. It's going to be another sword. And I think right now... Oh, he's got to cast at the start of his turn. He's going to alchemize one of those swords later. Ghoul. Rolls a 3. Could go to the Warlock's Cave again. Or to the Hidden Valley. Or he could try to beat up the wizard and take back something. But nah. 1, 2, 3. Hidden Valley. Draw 3 cards. 1. A 2. And a 3. Oof. This is good and bad. Ghoul really wishes he had the Orb of Knowledge still. Okay, first off, based on encounter number, he's going to have to face a Strength 7 dragon. Then he'll have to face, actually, he'll face that plus this hobgoblin together, so it'll be a total strength of 10. Then if he beats both of them somehow, he gets this gnome follower, which would be incredibly great for getting through the inner region tasks, the trials, the final trials quicker. There's a lot of text on here, but the gist of it is that this gnome gives you the same abilities that the dwarf character already has, which makes it easy to get through this door and then through the mines and so on and so forth, and a few other little nice things. Okay, well, strength 10, and his strength's only 2. There's no mathematical way he's going to win this one, so it's going to be a loss of life, and that gnome is sitting there, which, if you're a craft type character, is really a good follower. Okay, anyway, he's going to lose a life from that, and then we're on back to the wizard. Alright, 4 for the wizard. Oh yes, actually beforehand he wanted to use alchemy just to get it off his hands. He's going to discard that. Discard the sword. Get another gold. Not that he really needs it too bad right at this point, but more the merrier. So then he got that out of the way. We'll just go with the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. He's got a lot of gold. Let's buy him an armor, which is 3 gold at the village blacksmith. 3 gold for an armor, which will allow him to, if he's about to lose a life in battle, if he rolls a 4, 5, or 6, he doesn't lose the life, though he lost the battle. Helpful thing to have. Okay, back to the ghoul. Rolls a 5. He could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's just gonna go out to the witch, try his luck. Oh, and a 2 is lose 1 life. He's gonna risk it for the biscuit. He's playing it wild here. He's gonna roll again with a fate. And he rolled a 6, which is gonna be replenish your fate. Okay, so he gets 2 more back. Okay, and back on over to the wizard, who'd like to get rid of that mesmerism to keep cycling spells, but Ghoul doesn't have a follower yet. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fields or hills. Let's do hills. Draw 1. Bandit, strength 4. Gotta fight it. If I win, then I get a gold. Lose life. Okay, so strength 3 to this strength of 4. And I have armor. Okay, here's the wizard's roll. Uh-oh, 1. Bandit's roll, 4. So that is 8 to 4. Now, if he uses a fate, it's not worth a fate. Okay. But, I'm going to use the armor, so 4, 5, or 6, don't lose a life. There's a 4. No loss of life. It's essentially a wash. Kinda. Alright, back to the ghoul. 2. Go to the woods here. Draw 1. Spectre, craft 3. Alright. He could just destroy it with the holy symbol, actually. Enemy spirit. And he gets it as a trophy. Yep, he's going to use that old holy symbol to do that. Alright. Wizard rolls a 1. And he'll go to the sentinel. Draw 1. Potion of strength. Alright, he's got 1 more item slot, so once he drinks this potion, he adds 2 to his strength for the end till the end of the turn. Okay. All right, back to the ghoul. Rolls a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fields are fields. Let's go to these fields. Draw 1. 2 bags of gold. He could have used that earlier if he still needed to do his quest. Which I'm going to say he didn't need to do, so he's not going to get teleported back. Since he's already got a talisman. Yeah. Excuse me. Okay, back to the wizard. Who would really like to get his hands on that gnome. So would the ghoul. But anyway, the wizard's gonna go 2 over to the graveyard, replenish his, well actually he just gets 1 fate. Gains 1 fate. Because he's evil. Ghoul. Rolls a 3. And he's gonna, ooh, he could go attack. And he's gonna go to the ruins, draw 2. Imp. And market. Alright, so the market has options there, but this imp is an event that's going to teleport the ghoul away somewhere right now. 5, Hidden Valley. Oh, he gets another round there. Okay, well, that didn't work out so great before. It's probably not gonna again because nothing has changed. There's no way he can win that, so he's gonna lose a life. Boom. Lost a life. Back to the wizard. Rolls a 1. Gonna go to the woods. Draw 1. Bandit again. Another bandit on this street. There it is. Strength 4. Alright. Strength 3. He's just going to go ahead and use this potion of strength. Why not? So now that's 3, 4, 5. 5 to 4. So here's the wizard. 10 to 8. He wins. Takes him as a trophy, which is plenty to get. Yeah, 1 strength. That's fine. Yeah. 1 more strength for the wizard right here. And a gold. It says for the bandit you get a gold if you beat him. Alright. And then we are back to the ghoul, who's not doing so great thus far. He could go to the castle and heal up some lives. He could go back out, try to beat that bandit. Yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. He's gonna try to beat the bandit, and his strength is okay, sorry. 3 to 4. Here's the ghoul. Bandit. Oof. Bandit wins big time. I don't think it's even worth a reroll. So, yeah. Dang. Sorry, ghoul. You're just getting wrecked. Okay. Well, alright. Back to the wizard. Rolls a 3. Village or chapel. Village. Doesn't draw, he just does something, and he's gonna roll at the mystic. 6 is gain a spell. Alright, that works. And he gets divination. You can look at the top 5 cards before he moves and see what's coming for the wizard. Okay, back to the ghoul. Rolls a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 woods. Or over here to the village. It's got 1 life left. Oh boy. Let's go to the woods. Draw 1. It's a ghost of craft 4. Ooh. It's gonna materialize in the village. Okay. Back to the wizard. You go to the woods or ruins. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to go to the ruins. He has to draw one since it's a draw 2 card space. He can pick up this helmet, except he... Oh, does he have enough space? Yes, he does. He'll just take it. And then he could go to the market. He'd have to drop something if he really wants to pick something up here with his gold. I think he's going to get a raft, actually. And he'll drop the helmet, pick up a raft. With 3 gold from the market. And he's going to probably use it next turn. He's wanting to go get the gnome somehow. Okay, but he's got to drop this helmet right here. Raft. Back to the ghoul. Rolls a 6. Woods or sentinel. Let's go to the woods and draw 1. 2 bags of gold. Alright. 2 bags of gold for the ghoul. Alright, and then the wizard is gonna go over to the woods with his raft. Draw 1. It's an angel. If you're good, gain a life. Evil, lose a life. Nothing happens if you're neutral. But Orb of Knowledge, throw that back. The maze, roll 1 die. If the result is greater than your craft, skip your next turn. Okay, so he's got to roll less than 5. 5 or less. Oh, and he rolls a 6. Alright, he skips his next turn. Alright, back to the ghoul. 4. City or pick up the helmet and go to the market. Yeah, he's gonna do that. He takes the helmet, goes to the market with his 4 gold. He's gonna buy probably a mule and a water bottle. Yeah, it's gonna buy a mule and a water bottle. All right, mule. Water bottle. Talisman doesn't count towards the object limit in this version. Now, wizard. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 Grave Knight. 1, 2, 3, 4 Desert. Oof, both those suck. Alright, so instead what he's gonna do is he's gonna use a Fate. And he'll go... see. Well, he's going to use a Fate. And he'll go just stop here at the temple. See what he gets. So that's an 8. And he's going to get gain 1 craft. Nice. Alright, now we can have up to 3 spells. Alright, Ghoul. Rolls a 2. He's gonna go to the tavern, roll, or he can use the ferryman. Yeah, he's gonna use the ferryman. He's gonna spend 2 gold. Next turn he gets to go across to the temple. Alright, so the wizard's gonna take a look at the top 5 cards, see what's coming up. Alright, so what's coming up is, oh boy, some fun stuff. An axe, a magic stream, a calamity, pestilence, and ogre. I'll just lay those out for you guys so you can see. Basically, the first 3 are pretty good. The last 2 are not so good. We'll just leave it at that. Okay. And then he's going to try and get the mule from the ghoul. So if a 5 or 6 is rolled here, it doesn't work. Okay, it does work. So the mesmerism's gone, the mule's his, and he gets another spell, which is invisibility. Cast as required. You may evade any creature or character till the end of your turn. That's now his spell. And all of that before he rolled, which is now 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 to the Portal of Power or the Desert. He'll go to the portal, draw 1. And of course, as we knew, it is the axe, which he can carry because he's got a mule. So that works out. All right. And the Ghoul gets to go across because he paid those 2 gold earlier. And he's going to roll at the temple. And that's going to be 11. So that's gain 2 fate. Lovely for him, but he really needs to get some lives. Of course, it's not that bad in this version. He just would get kicked out to the village and have to spend gold to get his lives back. He doesn't lose his inventory or anything, but still inconvenience. Okay, and the wizard now is going to roll. Rolls a 3. Go to the hills or woods. But actually what he wants to do is spend a fate, stop right here, cast invisibility, so he evades the 2 enemies here and grabs the gnome follower, which is going to help him so much. And now if he gets a talisman, he's basically almost ready to go for the end. Might need a little more craft or strength though, but he could potentially make a run for it. But there is a talisman right in there, so okay. Interesting. Now, Ghoul rolls a 2. He's going to go to the Oasis, draw 2. Magic Stream, of course, and Calamity. Calamity happens first. Ghoul is evil, so he's going to gain a craft from this. So yeah, invisibility goes over here. Calamity gains a craft. 6 craft now. And he's got the Magic Stream, so he gains a strength, and there's 3 more on there. 1 strength for him, 3 more in this little pool of strength that has been discovered. Alrighty, and then it is back to the wizard. Oh, and he also was supposed to get another spell earlier, which is, Acquisition. Hello. That would allow him to choose a character and he's basically going to try to steal either an object or gold from the target, but if a 5 or 6 is rolled by the target, then it is resisted. Okay. But that's a very good spell. Alright, but anyway, as I was saying, the roll for the wizard is a 2. And what is he gonna do? He'll go to the Portal of Power, draw 1 card, Pestilence, but he knows the next card after Pestilence is an Ogre of Strength 5. This would just be a straight up loss of life. He's going to throw it back. Instead, he'll get the Ogre, Strength 5 Ogre. And his strength is 3 plus one of the weapons is 4. 4 to 5. Okay. So here's the wizard's roll. Rolls a 6 and a 6. Unfortunately, the Ogre still wins. But our wizard has armor in there somewhere still. Yep. So 4, 5, or 6 wouldn't lose a life, but no, he rolls a 2, so he will lose a life. Okay then. All right, Ghoul, let's see what you got. 3, maze or runes. Let's go to the runes. Draw 1. 8 of strength 3 plus the 2 to his attack score from the runes, so we'll call it 5. And our Ghoul has a strength of 3 plus he has a weapon, right? A sword down in there, yep. So 4 to 5. Here's the Ghoul's roll. 2 and 6 for the ape. So that's going to be a win for the ape. But the Ghoul has a helmet. So will he lose his last life or not? And he will. But he's going to try to use a fate so he doesn't have to encounter. So that doesn't happen. He really needs a 6 here, but he doesn't get it. So the ape wins. Ghoul gets teleported out, lost his last life. Next turn, he's got to spend 2 gold, and he'll start off again with 2 gold. 2 lives. Alright, Wizard rolls a 6. And you know what he's going to do? He's actually going to automatically go through the Portal of Power. Because he has the gnome, and you only need to roll 1 die to get through there with craft, meaning our craft, the wizard, is 6 already, so auto win. Boom, gets in there, encounters the hermit, gets a talisman, bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. Alright, back to the ghoul, who will spend the 2 gold he has in order to get 2 lives revived and get back in the game. Alright, and then we are back on over to, well, he's back in, so he gets to roll 3, 1, 2, 3 woods or plains, and he'll go to the woods and draw 1. The Wraith of Craft 5. He's going to use his holy symbol to get rid of him. It is an enemy spirit. And now we've got 8 craft trophy worth of points. And his craft is 6. So we're just going to turn him in and get 1 craft. Just go for it. Alright, so now the ghoul's craft is 7. Okay, back to the wizard, who's in here and can either make a run for the end, potentially. I mean, his craft's only 6, which wouldn't be a great matchup against the dragon yet. Probably has a bit of a ways to go, but I guess if he rolled a 6 and the dragon rolled a 1, he could win. You know what? Just to make this interesting, we'll just see if the wizard can get through the mines. He's got to get a 6 or less when rolling 2 dice. Here we go. 6 or less, and he gets to go to the next thing. Oh, he rolled a 3. Wow. Okay, so he's good to go. All right, back to the ghoul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. He's going to go to the Trags. Roll. A 1, which is not good. He's attacked by a spirit and loses a life. Oh, no. Alright, and then the wizard's going to go to the vampire's keep and lose how many lives? 1 life. Or he could sacrifice a follower. He's going to sacrifice the gnome because he doesn't really need him anymore. Alright, and then back to the ghoul. Rolls a 3. And it's going to go to the fields and draw 1. Uh-oh, the hag. Has to take her as a follower, loses all other followers, can't have any other followers till visiting the village mystic. Oh man, that sucks for him, but alright. Now, we're back to the wizard, who goes to the pits, and how many pit fiends does he have to fight that are strength 4? He has to fight 2 of them. And his strength is also 4. Alright, so it's 4 to 4, whoever rolls higher. Here's the wizard. Here's the first pit fiend. Oh no, the pit fiend wins. But we've got armor. And that didn't work. So, uh-oh, he's going to lose a life. Okay, back to the ghoul. And the ghoul just rolled a 4. Just gonna go to the plains and draw 1. Pixie follower. You may choose not to roll in the forest. If you do, you accept the fate. You can evade creatures and characters in the woods, but he can't have it because he's got the hag. Okay, that's right. He's got to get over. His mission number 1 is to get to the village. Okay. All right. So there's still 2 pit fiends. But you know what? just to see if he can get a better spell for the situation, the wizard's gonna cast Acquisition, and then he's gonna, try to take, what does this guy have? Might as well take his holy symbol or something, I guess. Yeah. Alright, casting Acquisition. If a 5 or 6 is rolled, it doesn't work. Okay, no, it works. He's going to take his holy symbol. Then he gets another spell, which is Destruction. Not so great for this situation, but whatever. Okay, here's the first Pit Fiend again. Wizard, Pit Fiend. It's a tie. Well, Wizard's going to use his Fate. Hope to get anything more than a... Okay, boom, he got a 3. Here's the Wizard, 4. And the Pit Fiend, 4. Okay, well, he's got one more Pit Fiend to fight on his next go. Alright, now back to the Ghoul. Still struggling with 1 life. Here's a 1. He goes to the... Let's go to the cavern, see where he ends up. A 2 is the Crags. He's going to spend a Fate, try to get something better than that. Alright. 6! He goes all the way to the Warlock's Cave, and he's not going to accept the quest. Okay, now here we go again with the Pit Fiends, but... just to get rid of this, the Wizard's going to cast Destruction, and he's going to destroy... Oh, what would hurt the most for the... I don't know, get rid of the Magic Stream. That makes the most tactical sense. Then the Ghoul can't get any more from that. And he gets another spell, which will be Preservation. That'll come in handy. If the Wizard's going to lose a life, he doesn't, if that's used. So, okay, here's the Wizard's roll against the Pit Fiend, the last remaining. Here's the Pit Fiend's roll. Alright, it was a 4 and a 1, so... The Wizard is successful. Next turn, he gets to go to the Valley of Fire. Oh, boy. Okay. So, back to the Ghoul. Ghoul rolls a 3. Desert or Runes. He'll just go to the desert because he's got a water bottle. He'll draw 1. It's a Phantom. Evil character gets a wish. He's going to choose... to gain a spell. And that spell is going to be Teleport. That's a nice one. Okay. Now back to the Wizard. He goes to the Valley of Fire. Back to the Ghoul. Rolls a 3. Warlock's Cave or Runes. Let's go to the Runes. Draw 1. Bag of Gold. Okay. Alright, and then it's gonna be back to the Wizard, who goes to the Crown of Command. He's gonna choose to attack the Elder Dragon with craft. And the Elder Dragon has a craft of 10. Our Wizard has a craft of 6. So it's going to take a good scenario here. Basically, the dragon's got to roll a 1. And the Wizard has to roll a 6. And he's only got basically 3 lives to deal with Preservation being counted. Oh boy. Okay, well, here's the Wizard's roll. It has to be a 6, or it's going to be at least a 5 to tie. Yeah. Anyway. 4, 2, alright, so that's 12 to 10. Oh. Yeah, but even if the Wizard rolls a 6, it'd still be just a tie. So, alright, anyway. Maybe to hold on to Preservation. No, it's a craft fight. Okay. Preservation, he doesn't lose a life. He gets another spell, and it's Healing. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Wizard's going to get as many chances as he can here. Ghoul's going to keep scurrying along. Here comes the ghoul. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go to the hills. Fountain of Wisdom. There's craft on there. And the ghoul is going to get one, and then there's going to be 3 more on it. Oh boy, the ghoul is looking to make a comeback here. And there's 3 on the thing. Okay. Alright. Now back to the wizard, who still needs a 6 and a 1 scenario. Here's the wizard. Nope. And nope, that's gonna be a loss. And he's just, oh, yep. He's losing his life. But he's gonna cast, I guess, he's gonna cast healing to get all of his lives back right now. Before he loses his last one. Alright. And then he gets another spell, which is, ooh, counter spell. Not so helpful at this point. But anyway. Alright, now the ghoul's gonna go and he's gonna roll a 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's actually gonna spend a fate, go over to the castle, pay a gold to heal a life, and do that. Alright. Really, he should be trying to get rid of the hag, but anyway. Alright. Alright, here we go again. The wizard needs a 6, got a 5, and a 6, so he loses that one. Loses a life. Ghoul is going to use teleport. Oh, but unfortunately, counterspell. So, wizard gets his spell back, it's healing again. But now the ghoul is doing his turn, rolls a 2. He's going to go to the woods and just try to, he's fine, doesn't lose at the maze because his craft's so high. Alright, now back to the wizard. Rolled a 2 and the dragon rolled a 5, so nope, loses another life. Excuse me, and the ghoul rolls a 3. He's gonna go over to the oasis and draw 2. Finds a strength 3 bear and evil darkness. Alright, so each evil character gains a fate token. Alright. And so then the bear is strength 3 to his strength of 4. Ghoul rolls a 5. Bear rolls a 6. And so, what is that? 4, 9 to 9. Okay, that's a bleh, nothing. Standoff. Okay. And then, okay, wizard. Looking for a 6 here, wizard. Rolls a 4. Dragon rolls a 3. That's going to be a no-go. He's going to lose a life, but he'll use healing to get all of his lives back. Just keep him over here. Alright. Gets another spell. It's going to be Sonic Might. Add your craft to your strength. Starting craft to your strength. So that might be a tide changer because he's got 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that might be it. Might help him next time. Alright. So, back to the ghoul. Rolls a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what he's gonna do is he's gonna use another fate and just stop the temple. Roll 2 dice. It's going to be a 9, which is going to be gain 1 spell. Okay. Ghoul gets immobility. Now back to the wizard, but this time he's probably going to use Psionic Might, which adds his craft value, starting craft value, to his strength in battle. And then with that being done, he would have a craft of 5, 6, or strength of 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 9 from one of the weapons, so it'd be 9 to 10. Yeah, he's going to do that, and he might just win the game from it. But he also gets another spell, which is another Psionic Might. Okay, that's nice. But anyway, alright, so it's 10 to 9, and it's a strength fight, and here's the wizard's roll. 6, and here... As long as he doesn't roll a 5, it's a win. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh. Alright, so that's 15 to 15. Doggone. Alright, nothing the wizard can do about that one. That's a tie. Okay, back to the ghoul. Rolls a 6. And could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over here. Those both suck for him. Oh boy. Alright, but actually what he'll do is he'll go here and he'll immobilize the dragon, so he only fights the hobgoblin, and it's going to be Ghoul 4, Hobgoblin 3. There's the Ghoul's roll, so that'll be 8, and that'll be, oh no, 9. Okay, well, he's going to try a helmet roll, and he didn't do it, so he loses a life. Sorry, Ghoul, you're getting beat up. Okay, back to the wizard, who's yet again going to use Psionic Might to try and knock out the Elder Dragon. He gets another spell, which is Preservation, which will be lovely for him if he needs it. Alright, so the wizard is again at 9, and the Elder Dragon's at 10. So here comes the wizard. 6, and again, if this is less than 5, wizard wins. Hey, it's a 3, so the wizard wins, defeats the Elder Dragon. Congratulations, the wizard is victorious over the ghoul. Bum, ba-da-ba. Okay, well that's that. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Talisman, the Magical Quest game fans, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and have a good one.